Kristi Whitfield. I'm the Director of the Department of Small and Local Business Development, and this is our Build Back Better series. Today, I'm joined by Taurus Phillips. Welcome, Taurus.
Welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
Taurus is the owner of FP2 Barbershop in Ward 8. And Taurus, tell us about your barbershop, and most importantly, I wanted to talk to Taurus today because barbershop salons, hairstylists, has been an important conversation during our reopen process, and FP2 and the stylists there have made the decision not to open at the beginning of the reopen process, and I wanted to hear a little bit about why. Can you tell us a little bit about why you made that choice?
Yes, sure. There's a lot of things that we thought about in the opening. We were allowed to open May 29th. We thought we needed to put more things in place because we didn't want to take the community for granted. And speaking to some of the barbers and stylists, they were concerned about being a point of contact for any future COVID transmissions. And those are the things that we were thinking about and why we were delaying our opening.
So barbershops are a lot more than a place to get your hair cut. And in a time of social distancing, talk to me about what it's going to mean for a change in business model.
It's big. Yeah, barbershops are pillars of the neighborhood. You know, I grew up in a barbershop. My grandfather opened a barbershop in South Carolina in 1958. And the idea of the barbershop is almost like a training ground. You come in, you sit down, you talk, you build, you scorn, you laugh. You know, that was the place of building the community. And now we're going to have to readjust that. How are we going to do it? We may have to use tools such as Zoom to while we're cutting, to still have these conversations that it can be live. But I think there is a way, but we delayed our opening because we need to put more things in place that will help the customers and ourselves, like touchless light switches, industrial dividers between chairs, touchless soap dispensers. Those things we like to put in place before we attempt to assist the community.
Talk to me about consumer confidence. You know, when you talk to your customers about what sorts of things they're looking for, you know, in terms of their comfort for re-entering, what are they asking for?
To be honest, Kristi, it's almost scary because all of my clients, they're not even thinking about the COVID. They're ready to get their hair cut and they want me to do it and they want their name on the appointment. So the consumers that I've been in contact, they're ready to go. They feel like that the community is okay now. There's nothing going on, and that I should continue doing what I've been doing. I wear gloves. I wipe down the seats every time. And I think that type of service is they're pushing to allow me to open. They feel safe with me, but I want to make sure they're safe also.
So you're the one slowing their process down right now.
Yes, I am.
Now, they must not be that happy with you then.
You know what? They're not, but they're waiting. Like this morning, my phone is blowing up. A couple of people want facials with their haircuts and they want their face shaved. But they're waiting. For some reason, the customer service there, they said they want to wait. And we're going to attempt to have all of our services in place by mid next week and to try to do a soft opening. And we're going to have to be dealing with the neighborhood too, because the neighborhood are accustomed to coming in, saying hi, giving us that, saying what's up, just sitting around. And now I'm going to have to somehow keep that conflict down, by letting them know, you can't come in right now. There's no sitting. So those are the challenges that we're facing.
What are you thinking about that in terms of how do you maintain that sort of connection? I mean, having been to your barbershop many times, mm-hmm. it is a pass-through. It is a pass-through. I mean, just in terms of poking your head in. I've, as you know, I've poked my head in many times
Absolutely.
just to say hello. It's just
Yep.
to go to sort of check in and say hello. Now, how do you maintain that kind of connection?
Well, I'm going to use some of the technology. I purchased a ring and a monitor, so we're still going to have a personal touch as they come to the door. I'll still be able to communicate with them. And I just assure them that this is phasal. We're going to phase into coming back into the shop, because I do believe that once things clears up, that we will be back to normal, and we will be able to have our meetings in the shops like we normally have. But as of now, it's a conflict that we're just gonna have to work through, and change is good, and if we don't accept change, we'll be swept away. So we're gonna work through the change, but at a safe pace. And I don't want the government to be upset with me when they allowed us to reopen. And I don't want to look like I'm against the fence. I'm not against reopening. I just want to open safe. I want to make sure that I'm not that I'm less supported because of this slow pace opening. I just want to make sure I'm still in support with the government. They're supporting me, and that we're doing things properly. And I want to be a leader. I want to pave the way of innovation with this barbershop environment, and I know we can do it.
So what advice then are you going to give to your colleagues that are out there, either in cosmetology or, or in other businesses that are figuring out how they're making these pivots? I mean, I think that, I think the consumer trust that you have is a big piece of it. People are waiting for you, I think, because of the trust you've built up. Give a little advice here, Taurus.
The advice that I give to all of my partners, like barbers, stylists, tattoo artists, our training is more detailed than most trainings in the world. When you think about skills that people obtain, we know about bacilli, we know about spirilla, we know about all the different diseases and viruses. We knew this. We knew about coronavirus before. We need to continue doing what we do what the studies tells us to do, and we will be leading the way. Continue with your barbicide, making sure you're wiping down all the contact points. Those are the things that we were already supposed to be doing. So if we put those things in place properly, I think we'll be okay. I think we're just fearful of, maybe the things that are flying in the air, and to curtail that, we can wear our masks. DC, I just picked up these masks. They gave me 1,000 masks, that we can protect ourselves.
So you were part of it. So DSLBD was, was instrumental in working with the bids in the main streets to hand out Mayor Bowser's care package. You got one.
It was awesome, man. DC is the best place to be. It's no excuses.
Now let me ask you this, Taurus. Did you need to board up your barbershop?
No, I didn't board it up. I think our neighborhood kind of cohesive as of now. I do have the rolling gates, but I left them up a couple of nights just for the community to let them know we're here. We're not scared. We're in here with you. So no, I didn't board up. And I talked to the neighborhoods, and I think kind of in Southeast, it's almost like they're protecting one another as of now. So I don't think boarding up is something that we need to do right now.
No. Well, that's great to hear. I think that, when you're a pillar of the community, like your businesses, like so many businesses are, I think that the community comes around you and understands what you're doing for that community. It's lovely to see. I know we've had some unfortunate instances, and a lot of that happened from people that are not from our city.
Yes.
So it's good to see that your barbershop remains unharmed during these dangerous times. And hopefully those boards are going to be able to come down in other corridors that are being disrespected by external forces, I think.
Right. I just hope everyone's just take precaution, build back, and let's come back strong. We can do it. We just have to take precautions, and we have to communicate with the public, because there's a lot of different thought processes out there. You know, people are come to the point where they're tired, but also they're ready to learn too. So there's opportunities in crisis. I love these challenges times because this is what my life has been about. You know, a lot of the challenges I put myself into, but I was able to be resilient. And I want to use the same resiliency that I've been using that we're going to use in the future.
Well, I think that's right, Taurus. I will say that, DSLBD loves to be in partnership with you and with the other businesses that are out here. We have a lot going on in our city right now.
Yes.
And, it's a lot. It's a lot for a lot of us. But I think that when we stay knit together and take the steps together, we will come back stronger. Between coronavirus, between a federal government that is not always working with us, but I think that we know who we are as Washington, D.C., and I think we are strong as the strong businesses of our city. I'm proud to be a supporter of your barbershop. I'm very proud of the work that you do for yourself, your community, and I look forward to seeing what the next phase of your business is. And I look forward to supporting you in that. Taurus, tell everybody where you are so they can find you next week and beyond.
Yes, FP2 Barbershop. We're located 3222 22nd Street, Southeast. That's Alabama Avenue and 22nd Street, the heart of Southeast. Please come by and check us out. We believe in business beyond barbering. And our first business is the people. The people is our business. So if we're not cutting hair, we're still in business with the people. And we're trying to find strategic ways to make sure that we can stay connected, and let's just continue building the future. And shout out to Mira Bowser and the administration. I'm a big fan. I don't know her. I don't know many people on the administration, but I know DSLBD, and I know what they've done for me, and I know what they've done for other people. So there's no excuses in DC. We need to keep pushing. No excuses.
Well, I think that says it best. I'm Kristi Whitfield. I'm the director of the Department of Small and Local Business Development. This is our Build Back Better series. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.